FM 949 Ibadan, 32 FM 949 Ibadan. You can drop your conversation, your headlines there, your contributions, and we get to take them as well. I'll take headlines from Punch newspaper now. Bandits expose SIM NIN linkage. Police can't track gunmen. Bandits expose SIM NIN linkage failure. Police can't track gunmen. Sanwo-Olu's convoy catches Lagos traffic robbers in operation. Manufactured imports rise to 40.94 trillion naira. Nigeria exports 4 trillion naira goods. Court fixes date for Naira Marley's trial. Jails 2 fraudsters in Edo State. Super TV boss murder. Unilag student makes a U-turn. Police may deploy lie detector. Roads repair. Senate rejects Works Ministry's fresh $434.7 million request. Assault on the press cannot stand. That's a report in the Punch newspaper. Delta Monarch, ex-local government secretary, man arrested for king's, sons, and cops murder. More headlines from Punch newspaper this morning. Akwa Ibom Varsity students protest 75% hike in school fees. Oshun masquerade as custodian, imam, others arraigned for mosque fracas. Also, petrol subsidy ends after Buhari signs PIB. Petrol subsidy ends after Buhari signs PIB. That's coming from the minister. And finally from here, federal government halts refineries privatization, says Ajaokuta steel problem complex.
And from Daily Trust, press bills. No institution is above the law by GBEMISOla. Abduction, Gombe building schools near security formations. Kajuru Prince, what bandits told us before releasing our Emma. Okay, we have something else here. Abduction, Gombe building. Okay, I took that. Nigeria has 5th highest global death rate. West African physicians. Alleged 9.4 billion naira fraud. Court threatened to arrest warrant against Stella Odua. Others. I'm in charge of my state. Zulum discards report of Boko Haram governor in Borno. Why APC lost many states in 2019 polls. Buhari, Sanwo-Olu confronts robbers in Lagos. Zulum allocates land for Ruga projects in Borno.
Let's get to see headlines from Daily Post. Family accuses Ogun local government chairman of allegedly forging land documents. Petitions CP. On COVID-19, government denies Delta variants killed 2 in Oyo. Buhari hails Akwa Ibom Governor Udom Emmanuel. APC planning to create faction in PDP, Deji Adeyoju alleges. On Nigerian elections, blocking e-transmission of results is coup. Mogalu Tiban warns a National Assembly. Atiku demands arrest of scammers using his name. Oyetola swears in newly appointed local government caretaker chairman in Osun State. Imam masqueraders granted bail in Osun. I'll not be party to any progress gagging bill by GBEMISOla. We've spent 9 billion naira on research, TET fund. EFCC nabs bankers over 52 million naira theft after forging customers' signature NIN. Allow us create local governments. Southwest governors make fresh demands. On COVID-19 third wave, Sanwo-Olu gives fresh directives to immigration. EFCC arraigns petrol station MD, First Bank staff for 900 million naira POS fraud. 2023 presidency, tread part of diplomacy, stops sticking to political entitlement, AYF tells Ndigbo. Buhari government hails Ohaneze Ndigbo's position on Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Biafra, federal government will allow Ohaneze monitor Nnamdi Kanu's trial. That's coming from the AGF. And finally, on Earthsmen, Zulum approves land for Ruga in Borno State.
Let's look at Premium Times. NFRU dismisses officials pushing for Atiku Tinubu's probes. Africa records spike in hunger, 282 million people undernourished, UN. Nigerian government moves to control media, allocates 4.8 billion naira to monitor WhatsApp phone calls. Alleged money laundering, court threatens to order ex-aviation minister Odua's arrest. Still from Premium Times, I'm in charge of my state. I swap not in charge. Zulum, Loretta Onoche yet to file defense in 1 billion naira libel suit. I'll not be party to any press gagging bill, but by GBEMISOla shows Sunny steps aside from PRP. MF Kajuru regains freedom, 13 others still in captivity. Family Nigerian judges to proceed on vacation despite 2 months Jusun strike. Ikerimadu advocates single-term rotational presidency. Ikerimadu advocates single-term rotational presidency. Let's add another one.
All right, Vanguard, I will not be party to any press gagging bill. GBEMISOLA. ISWAP reports of appointing its own governor in Borno not authenticated. That's coming from Zulum. Bill hearing for alleged 49 Yoruba Nation agitators holds July 27. Kidnapped Maiduguri Catholic priest regains freedom. EU extends economic sanctions on Russia for Ukraine annexation. That's from the foreign scene. Truck crushes siblings to death in Oshogo. Some sad story there. Enugu government records 7 billion naira IGR for 2021 first quarter. That's according to a report. Group extends medical outreach to inmates in Kano. Okay, Katsina Assembly reserves self on retirement age and years of service. Also, Nigeria's socio-economic challenges and can use antidotes. That's a report credited to Vanguard newspaper. FCT minister inaugurates committee on fertilizers and farm inputs. Those are headlines from Vanguard newspaper.
And from Oyo Insight, Circular Road, Makede's termination claim good for entertainment value is plunged Oyo into 10.9 billion naira debt ENL. And Buhari appoints ex-Oyo head of service as substantive DGCO of Training Center. We'll be back in a bit.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́yìn ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneto cleanser ni.
já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ ìrírí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneto cleanser jáde. a wà ní nọ́mbà 17 ọba akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
8 times 500 naira 4,000 naira 8 times 5,000. Hi.
Abeg, where una dey see this money?
Money care. Na the ogbonge bonus wey dey sama me as I buy new SIM card o. See dem dey give me double data subscription plus 8 times awoof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, cut up for me na.
You know say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited Airtel shop ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
Thirty-two FM 94.9 Breakdown newspaper review reaching live from our audio visual studio We are live on Facebook, 32FM 949, and also live on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Go drop your comments and your questions or your thoughts on any of the headlines here. We have something here from Press Freedom. Well, my name is OLUTAYO. GBEMISOLA is right here.
Thank you. You're welcome on board once again. There's a report that is almost everywhere, and it talks about press freedom. As OLUTAYO said earlier, Nigerian media unites against Buhari's government's quest to censor press. You'll find it in Punch, you'll find it in Daily Trust, and some other papers as well. Let's quickly read a few paragraphs from that. The front banners of major newspapers in Nigeria on Monday bore a picture of an individual with a sealed mouth. Information blackout, read the caption that ran with the picture. It's not just against the media, it's about society's right to know, your right to be heard. The message is a joint release from the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, Nigerian Guild of Editors, NGE, and Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria, NPAN. That's one more time. The headline is Nigerian Media Unites Against Buhari's Government's Quest to Censor Press.
We have Osuna Dumo with us in the studio. We'll be looking at the headlines together. Good morning to you, Osuna Dumo.
Good morning, Tayo. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Information blackout. You saw the papers yesterday.
Yes.
So let's talk about it.
Yes, the quest of the government, I think, is too unnecessary as far as regulating the press is concerned at all costs. First of all, we have to look at it from this angle. GBEMISOLA was also taken up on it, I think, at a particular forum yesterday in Abuja, and he did say emphatically too that the press is the hope of the common man. It looks like the last resort where information are real out. Of course, there could be a lot of challenges, but this frantic effort by the government in ensuring that certain activity within the media is curtailed, I think it's uncalled for. So let the government look for a way to strengthen some of the institutions that we have. I'm also delighted that media practitioners all over the country, under various ages, have decided to come together to form a common front to be able to address this crisis. It does not really matter whatever at the end of the day that will bring out of it. Of course, the Nigerian Press Council bill is within the National Assembly. We have Nigerian Press Organization, a lot of them also coming together to say no, we don't want what we call gagging the press or gagging the media. Whatever that we want, everything must be within the confines of the law. So for me, it's a good one that people are beginning to see that this government is almost becoming very tyrannical for a democratic structure like what we currently operate in the country. So information should flow.
That advertorial said it's not just about the media. It's about the right of Nigerians to information. They need to know, and that is why we are here and some of our colleagues around the country.
Yes, people need to know. That is the emphasis. The government cannot take away the right of the people, as far as the law is concerned, from accessing knowledge, from accessing information. Of course, the people must also be informed that no right is absolute as far as the law is concerned. So we need to balance it up. Where your freedom of speech or your right to information, for example, should not be detrimental to the privacy and the right of others. We have had a lot of breakthrough, even within the media. There are a lot of exposition. There are a lot of investigation that have been carried out, and some of these investigations have yielded results, and we have also seen government taking proactive action step as far as all of these are concerned. So it will not even help government on the long run. I think they are looking, those that are championing and moving the proponent of this bill, they are parochial in nature.
Why do we need this now? I thought we have measures in place to check the excesses of the press wherever it is cited. All right, for instance, to do something against, if you are involved in hate speech or you are a program that's against the peaceful coexistence of the country, you are fined. That one is there, even by the NBC, even though some will say it's actually still controversial anyway. But we have those measures in place already. Why do we need this?
We do not need this at this time. If the government pushes for this and at the end of the day get it done, either force it on the people, it shows that this is just the agenda of the government. Don't forget, some journalists who have been in this profession for some time, as far back as 1985, came out to say that at that time, as military head of state, they met with President Muhammadu Buhari and he told them that he was going to regulate the press at that time. So this is happening under him. It looks like an agenda that is kept somewhere. Like you said, I've also said earlier that let us strengthen the institutions. Let us strengthen the structure. Most of the new laws that we put in place today, some of them either to have existed. What we need to do is to follow up with enforcement and compliance. So let the government look in that direction. For example, as far as the ethics of the job is concerned, as a journalist, you know what to do. And if you fail to do so, the long arm of the law will come to play. But rather than bringing the media space into a confinement wherein you cannot breathe or your neck want to break because you are finding it difficult to breathe. So I think the federal government must watch it at this particular point in time. But there's respite because the Speaker of the House of Representatives did say yesterday that no bill, no draconian bill, no bill to gag the media will be passed under his leadership on the floor of the Nigerian House of Representatives. So let's see how he gets that done.
There was a but in his statement.
Yes, according to his statement, he said to a large extent we need to be regulated. That was what he said. He said he wondered why Nigerians fear regulation. But because the government is not so sincere, government does some of this regulation for their selfish and political reasons. So for me, if whatever bill you are pushing to the fore is about the interest, the overall interest of the society, the overall interest of the people, of course people will not raise eyebrow. But because they find that maybe some people are in government, they don't want people to talk about them like they used to do when they were in the opposition or what have you. They want to ensure that they take the right of opinion away from the people. That cannot work under a democratic structure.
So we are saying they can amend, but they shouldn't muzzle the press.
Of course, that is our point, and that is the view so far.
There are two controversial bills in question now. That's the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission and the Nigerian Press Council Act amendment bills. You mentioned the Press Council Act as well. Now, one of the things they are fighting for on the bill is that the president would have the right to appoint the chairman of the board of the Nigerian Press Council, and it also empowers the president to appoint all other members of the board upon the recommendation of the information minister. In the last 1 to 2 years, we've seen the information minister take up roles. It looks like he now has direct access to the press in the sense that he says things, he gives orders, and then he expects the NBC to obey almost immediately. And we are talking about press freedom. Is the government supposed to even have any iota of what would I call it now? Any iota of should I say
any measure of control?
Any measure of control, thank you, on the press.
See, there should be absolute independence. Like I said earlier, people are looking at, even those in government are looking at it from a narrow and a very selfish view. If you look at it in the long run, you discover that it can also be beneficial to those in government, because you make what the government is doing get the information accessible to members of the public. On the right for appointment, we know that agencies under ministries, under the government, heads of those agencies are recommended by the minister. But I think the information minister, as far as NBC and some other agency, information agency under the ministry is concerned, the minister, and that is the area where we have to check. We don't have to get to a level where whatever the minister says or the views of the minister becomes like a policy for the agency under some of this ministry. So let us assert some level of independence. put measure in place that, going forward, you just have to do this. This is the law. We have some enabling laws before. We put them into consideration. And at the end of the day, anybody that runs foul of this law will face the music. So for me, the right for appointment by Mr. President and what have you, especially for Nigerian Press Council, there should be freedom. There should be independence. The exert of control should not be too burdensome. And if that becomes a reality, it looks as if it is only whatever the government says that people will have to believe. So for me, let's decentralize the mode of information. This is not the first time we are having those agencies under the Ministry of Information. So nobody looks as if, we have to do it at all costs. There are other pressing challenges. There are other pressing needs that borders on economy, that border on security, that the government can leverage on to create a better life for the people, rather than trying to take away the freedom of the people and gag the press at the long run.
We also talk about hunger in the country, but obviously, let's have your thoughts on information blackouts in the country. All right, go to our Facebook and our YouTube, 32FM949, and drop your thoughts there. Let's look at this one from Premium Times. Ikerimadu advocates single-term rotational presidency. A former deputy president of the Senate, Ikerimadu, has advocated the amendment of the 1999 Constitution to reflect a single-term rotational presidency.
Yes, I think the idea of a single term, this is not the first time this is coming on board. Ikerimadu have always championed this. Sometimes in the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan, he also came on board that let there be a single term, probably of 6 years, and presidency should be rotated. I think we should make it a matter of law. This is indirectly saying that people are talking about zoning as being unconstitutional. So let's go a step further by putting it into the Constitution, so that the 6 imaginarily created geopolitical zone. Don't also forget this geopolitical zone that we talked about are not also in the Constitution. But when we want to cheat or deceive the people, we talk about this geopolitical zone. So those who are talking about zoning non-constitutional today, they also talk about geopolitical zone to their own political and economic advantage.
How come we have
where we find ourselves in this country?
Some arrangements that are not found, or that cannot be found in the Constitution, and we are working by the model. All right, you can't find it in the Constitution, but somehow there's a gentlemanly agreement between parties, and it's working for us. What does that say about the Constitution itself?
Yeah, it shows that the Constitution itself is faulty. The structure of the Constitution is not helping the people.
Or does it show that we don't have respect for the Constitution? So we can easily say we don't want to abide by every other thing.
It's not about the Constitution. If you look at the Constitution, for example, I think the Constitution has also created a lot of problem for us in the country, because there are a lot of lacunas. Whatever, either good or bad, everybody hides under the Constitution. The Constitution that makes it a primary responsibility, or the essence of government. For a government to exist at all, the Constitution says it must be primarily for security and for the welfare of the people. And that same Constitution did not put a caveat that in the case the president or the governor fail to provide security or welfare, this is the deterrent, this is the sanction. There are a lot of things wrong with this present Constitution. That is why people are advocating for the Republican Constitution. But we must also be aware that between the Republican Constitution 1963 and now, a lot of political, structural, and economic dynamics have also happened in the country. So the point really is that as good as the 1963 Constitution may be, we cannot today adopt it hook, line, and sinker. There are a lot of. It is even better, as far as I'm concerned, to adopt the 1963 Constitution and make amendments that will reflect current reality than this unworkable 1999 Constitution. That series of amendments has happened and yet it's still not working for the country. So back to the subject matter, I think it is a welcome development if we can all agree that let presidency be rotated within the 6 geopolitical zone that we have, and let there be a single term for the president, a term of 5 years, a term of 6 years. Of course, this will do.
It is argued that a second term, ensures that a hardworking president or governor has enough time to complete his or her programs. What have we seen? What can you say about second-term, governors or even presidents in the history of in our political history? What has been the experience when they have a shorter second term?
It has always been detrimental, especially on the part of the people. Second time for some of the governors is to loot the treasury, not to complete project. Let's see, you can lay foundation for a country or a state within 4 years. We talked about Babake Kere of Lagos. He spent only 4 years. You understand? And we can
late Jakande.
Yes, late Jack. We can still point to some of the things he did. Some of these governors, they don't work in their second term. They tell you go to blazes because they no longer need you at that particular point in time. So second term is not the issue. You are given, first of all, a 4-year mandate. And you see some of these governors, some of them are not even voted into office for second term. They take the second time by themselves. I don't know whether you understand the point I'm making. Some of them are voted for the first time, but second time, they have perfected strategy within office, at least for a period of 4 years. They've mastered the game, and they want to ring themselves back into office at all costs. So second time has always been detrimental for the people of the country, for states in Nigeria across board. So rather than emphasis on second term, let us dwell more on first time. You have a 4-year mandate. Whatever project, let's talk about uncompleted project or ongoing project, for example. What have you been doing right from the time you were sworn into office? You should kickstart project that you can complete within 4 years. Of course, there are some long-term projects. What governors now do at state level is to kickstart elephant project that will take like 6 years to complete, and they will use that as a basis to say, oh, second time. Have you not seen governors who complete 8 years in office, 2 terms, and yet they are still project uncompleted?
So annoying because they become so entitled about it. So their own plan from the day one, the first day in office, is to have a 2-term stay in the office, and yet I don't know.
Some of them don't even have blueprints before getting into office.
The 2 times should not be statutory. The 2 times should be a reward from the people that, oh, you have actually worked for us. We don't want you to go now. Since the law allows you to do a second time, come and serve us for the second time. But the problem is that some of these governors, they are self-serving. So second time has not really paid the people. So if we can go back to the idea or adopt the method of a single term in office, if we do that, we know that whether you are bad or you are good, within 6 years or 5 years, you will do your term and you will leave the office. There's nothing like second term, and there's nothing like, oh, maybe you are coming to the office again. So the second time mandate, like Tayo said, governors feel entitled about it. They feel that, oh, it is their right at all costs to do a second time in office. So whether they are being voted for or not, they have a way of installing themselves, working their path to office for a second time, and at the end of the day, they will tell the people, I don't need you again. The race for a second time for some governors have actually started in Nigeria today. You can see mayors putting mayor in place for a second term in office. How well have you been able to satisfy the yearning of the people for a single time that you have been voted into office?
Let's not forget that this same set of people who are supposed to act on this, that's if Nigerians continue to agitate for this, the same set of people that are supposed to act on it are the ones that would serve for 2 years as governors, and they end up, wanting to represent their constituencies or their senatorial districts at the Senate.
They end up at their retirement home.
Yes, they retire at the Senate.
If you prefer to put it that way.
Yes.
So do we even see this happening?
There are some states in Nigeria now, like Abia State, for example. We have 2 of their former governors in the Senate. If care is not taken, this current governor might be in the Senate come 2023. So that is the level where we find ourselves in the country. Why are governors retiring to the National Assembly? Why?
Who is making it happen?
They make it happen themselves.
Not the people.
If not for 2019, for example, there was a little change in 2019. The late Ajimobi could not make his way to the Senate. Dankwabo could not also make his way to the Senate. The very first time in the history of the country where sitting governors had to lose senatorial ticket. So it means that if we come together as the people, we can actually determine the fate of these politicians that want to lord it over us at all time. You see some of them. Look at Seriake Dixon now, for example.
Yeah.
He left the House of Representatives to becoming governor in the state. He completed the 2 term now. He's back to the Senate.
All right.
So this is the issue.
Ohaneze replied, the Kogi State governor, and they told him you were still in school when North-South agreed on zoning. We spoke about single term and also rotational the other time, but he said, see, I mean, it can't be found anywhere, so let's just jettison it. But they replied him and they said you were still in school when we agreed. It was a gentlemanly agreement, so you may not know so much about it.
Shots
so just
fired.
Huh?
Shots fired.
Oh, okay. I think we should go on break now.
We'll be back.
FM 94.9.
If something plenty, how do you say it on the streets?
Well, kilo bade is plenty.
What if I add more to it? Let's say I add more and more. So let's say it's now pour like a river anko.
My sister, tawana berekete.
If I add more anko, waiting past brekete.
Well, show you the one mean. Nothing past global rekete na.
Yes, sir. Nothing past Globe Rekete. We go give you 600 naira free airtime as you deactivate the new Glow SIM. Up to 100% bonus for every data plan where you buy. Plus including 700% bonus on every recharge for new Glow customer them. Or the one where they glow before. Just go activate your new Glow SIM. Recharge or buy data. Make you begin to enjoy Rekete. Hey, carry waka go any Glow authorized dealer to buy your new Glow SIM today.
Ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rìndínlógún.
Ọ̀rẹ́, èmi ló dé tó ń fọ́kóló rẹ.
Ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́tàdínlógún.
Ọmọ, dá mi lóhùn.
Lẹ́yìn nǹkan tó ṣe fún mi lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá yẹn, èmi náà máa ra DSTV tèmi.
Ṣé torí náà ló ṣe wá ń ṣe àpamọ́ owó rẹ jọ? Tó o bá ti gbọ́, yálà ẹgbẹ̀rún méjìdínlógún lé ní ọgọ́rùn-ún mẹ́fà náírà. O lè ra DSTV tuntun fún ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàádínlọ́gọ́rùn-ún náírà.
DSTV Biggie Goals promo ní gbogbo ohun tó fẹ́. Ọ̀pọ̀ eré ìdárayá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dínwó àrà ọ̀tọ̀. Ní báyìí, o lè ra HD decoder, dish àtowó ìwòran oṣù kan ìpele DSTV compact fún ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàádínlọ́gọ́rùn-ún náírà. Jẹ́ gbádùn ìkànnì ìwòran tó ju márùndínlógóje lọ pẹ̀lú eré ìdárayá bọ́ọ̀lù àfẹsẹ̀gbá tó kà màmá bíbí Naija, eré oníṣe WWE, ìyẹn ìjà ike àgbáyé, martial arts, ìyẹn eré ìdárayá tìpátìkúùkù àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Yan ọ̀pọ̀ eré ìdárayá bí o bá ṣe fẹ́ lẹ́dínwó pẹ̀lú àǹfààní Biggie Goals promo. Fún ìgbà díẹ̀ láǹfààní yóò fi wá o, kò ní pẹ́ tán. DSTV, àkókò rẹ ni.
You know that feeling when you keep downloading and streaming interesting videos, but your mind keeps whispering, continue, your pockets go here. But not anymore. When you subscribe to MTN's affordable and reliable monthly data bundles, you will enjoy 10 gigabyte with just 3,000 naira and 20 gigabyte for 5,000 naira only. Plus, a whopping 4 gigabyte free to stream YouTube videos on your reliable data network. Simply dial *131# to select and turn up your affordable data plan on MTN. Terms and conditions apply.
Everywhere you go, MTN. Different days, different roads. All NATO hammer. Keep going and spice up your hustle. Introducing the new Gala Spicy. It's big, meaty, tasty with that special Niger spicy flavor. Try it today. Available for 100 naira only. Gala Spicy. Spice up your hustle.
Babe, I can't believe I won't see you again till next week. I've really missed you.
Nah, I miss you more.
That's impossible because I miss you more.
Me, I miss you like Ilode.
Oh my. Wow, babe, we've been talking for like forever. Oh yeah. Time to hang up.
No, you hang up.
Okay. Let's hang up on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up.
Neither did you, Joe.
That's because I don't want to stop hearing your voice.
Aw, babe.
Your pillow talk doesn't have to end when you talk all day long for just 11 co per second to all networks. Dial *311# to get talking right away.
Glow Unlimited.
32 FM 94.9.
32 FM 94.9. Break it on newspaper review. We can see your comments on our Facebook and on our YouTube. Second term in office is evil, and unfortunately, the masses are helpless. They force themselves to office through the back door. Bamdele Alabi Elijah. Because there's some other comments that we'll take. Go drop your comment there or your questions for our analyst. We have some headlines here, and of course, in a bit, we'll open the phone lines.
All right, there was an headline about Ohaneze replying Yaya Bello. Before we went on that break, Ohaneze to Bello, you were still in school when North-South agreed on zoning. Your comments asked it.
Yeah, zoning is very effective in the country. It helps to ensure peace, equity, and fairness. So nobody should come through the back door and say zoning should be discarded. So the Ohaneze response is timely. If not for the way the country is, how can somebody like Yaya Bello, for example, with due respect to his office, somebody who won election with 6,000 votes, he was not supposed to become the governor of Kogi State, if not for APC at that time, who rewarded the impunity because they want to get at somebody. Yeah. You understand the story very well. And at the end of the day, he is so emboldened to the level that he had to tell the people to jettison zoning. Even if anybody can emerge as president, is Yaya Bello now saying that he wants to be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Of course, it's within his right.
Is it wrong to dream?
Of course, it's not wrong to dream, but there are certain dreams that may never come to pass. Of course, I am not God, but I think it is too heavy for somebody like Yaya Bello to want to canvass for the office of the president, and at the same time rub it in on the face of southern Nigeria that they don't also have right to talk about zoning. He talks about merit the other time. He talks about merit. He talks about credibility. How credible is the candidacy of Yaya Bello, for example?
Do we put that into consideration for present crop of leaders? Talk about the president, the governors. And
that is the issue we are talking about. If not for Mr. President, who came on board at that time, Yaya Bello would have become the president of the governor of Kogi State. You understand? If not for zoning, President Buhari would have become the president. Somebody queried us on this platform, I think last week, that it was not zoning that produced President Buhari, that it was merger. Merger without zoning. Can President Muhammadu Buhari emerge? What did he bring to the table during merger? He only brought CPC, Al-Makura of Nasarawa State at that time. Taya, I hope you have not forgotten. It was ACN that brought about 6 states, including 7 states, including Edo State. And in their meeting, they agreed that yes, APC let power shift to the north, and afterwards it will come to the south. It was a gentleman agreement. It's just hypocritical to say that some things are not written in the constitution. What about great countries in the world who even operate on written constitutions? You understand? On written constitution, they didn't write it anywhere. They just agreed this is the way we want to do things, and their country is working perfectly. So let us not deceive ourselves. Let us not play to the gallery. It's a reality that will come by 2023, God's willing. If there will still be Nigeria, presidential power will shift to southern Nigeria. That is the agreement, and it should stay, and it must stay.
All right, very soon we open the phone lines. Let's quickly take a look at the SIM and NIN linkage. And this is in the Punch newspaper. It says, bandits expose SIM NIN linkage failure. Police can't track gunmen. Kidnapped victims on Monday explained how bandits had been thwarting the federal government's security regulations in the telecommunications sector. The residents of Katsina, Zamfara, and Kaduna states who recounted their experiences in kidnappers' dens told the Punch that they made the bandits' telephone numbers available to security agents. A lot of people have been complaining about how, yes, we want to link, we have to go through all the rough processes of linking our SIM with our NIN. But then, at the same time, okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Alish Yamola from UI.
Okay.
Don't let us blame anything this government wants to introduce. Whether they want to gag the press, whether they want to introduce election, they want to disseminate election to the public. Whatever they want to do, allow this lawmaker to be doing that. One thing that the beauty of it is that most of them they will see lose primaries, and they come back to the other opposition parties, they will now be beaten, including the leaders of the APC now that they are still celebrating and dining with them on this thing. They will still be beaten of all these things. Let's have the best of today.
Thank you very much. 0705 5949 0809 7949. Before we continue with that story, let's take some comments on Facebook. Joel A. Atiladigbadegeshin. Despite the outcry, why is this government insisting on regulating the media they used to get to power at all costs if they don't have hidden agenda? If they are truly representing the people, they would drop that bill no matter how good or bad it may be. We have laws that take care of that already. Remember, Jonathan warned us, may we never experience this kind of government again. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm speaking from Malaysia. My name is Ayodele.
Ayodele, go on.
So what I want to tell you people about the democracy that are practicing in Nigeria, you are not practicing democracy, you are practicing autocracy. You people should not forget in 1984-1985 when this President Muhammad Buhari, was in power. He made up with Tunde Biagban. He arrested the two journalists by the Tunde Thompson and Nduka Wabo or something like that. We should know the way he's behaving. That is what he's not trying to do. I'm talking about the black information of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Thank you and good morning to you. Let's see this one on YouTube, or we get back to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Mike, please move away from your radio.
Michael calling from Bodija.
Okay, let's have you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you have some background noise from there.
Yes.
You know, just find it.
Yeah, Austin. I want to disagree with you with the issue of talking about one-time tenure and the second-time syndrome. I can tell you most of these, our so-called politicians, are even trying to do something because of the issue of second time. Because most of them don't want to win the election. By the time you said a governor should go for a second time, one-time tenure, most of these governors will not do anything. They will feel so relaxed after looting the treasury of the state. You can imagine a situation where a governor loot like 100 billion in the state. After he said no, he use the money to fight you, you are the best side in the country, and you still win the election in the court. So for me, second time is even what is making most of these governors and so-called politicians to even do anything. God bless you.
Thank you, Mike. We can subject it to debate. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is John Olariwaju from Agdo. I know you can hear me. On the issue of zoning or no zoning, that's not my point here. But the problem we are facing now is about constitution. The constitution did not allow the zoning, did not recognize the zoning. But they will be doing it, and it's working very well. And look at these senators, they know, like Ohanes told the Yaya Bello, that we have been doing this when you are in the school, sir, and it's working. Why? What delaying the senators that we put there in Abuja to put it into the law, but they will not do it? Definitely, the problem we are facing in this country is the constitution. That's what we need to emphasize on. And every Nigerian, everybody, including the journalists, the politicians, the traders, we need to have a one voice now that we don't want this constitution. It's causing the problem.
Thank you, John. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. 0705 500949 0809 7949. We can subject the single term rotational presidency to debate. We also know that most of them actually use their first term to canvass for a re-election. A substantial part of their first term. They're already talking about second term.
Yes, that's what they do. And in the twilight of even the second term administration, they worry after even losing the election, they start awarding projects that the incoming governor will have to contend with. It's a major syndrome.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma. According to what Mr. Oscar has just said, we do expect his own opinion. Yes, I don't believe in guarding the press. I don't believe in it. At the same time, people must be informed. There are people like me, I'm living my heart here at Kopa Irudo. I'm living my heart here. But I believe if there's no information, there's no way I can know what is happening in southeast or southwest or northwest or northeast. There's no way I can know. So we needed to be informed. But at the same time, we don't need to be misinformed. We have to be very careful about that. See, misinformation can cause war in the country. That's the reason why I'm supporting that information should be transferred to be regulated. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you and good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Demi. Good morning, Austin. Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning.
John from Ibadan. Let them not touch media. If they touch media, we are the one that will suffer. This is the voice of the masses. But the media should tell us the truth. That is it. Yaya Bello, Ratata governor, you think that we don't know him? History will not forgive all of them.
Thank you very much. Before we take more calls, let's observe this break. We'll be back.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, getting set for another day. Another chance to change my story. I believe in my hustle. I know be lazy person. But life is just a knock me goes. If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to recover. If it never walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe say I go surely prosper. You don't get that shit won't be. We move. No matter what they say, we move.
Whatever life brings, we move. Turn up your dreams. MTN, everywhere you go.
Ever thought about how movies always have soundtracks to epic moments? So, tell me, what sounds do you hear when you know you're going to hit that target, shatter the ceiling? It probably sounds something like this.
Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it.
Sounds like Dano milk cheering you on, doesn't it? Arla Dano, available in many variants to nourish you every step of the way.
Titan Farms, Titan Rice, Nigeria. Homemade rice with good price. I don't want correct rice. Titan, when you get stone at all. Titan rice, better rice. Titan, you go buy your own. Titan rice.
Oh yes, Titan Rice is a non-mushy, non-sticky, and no-stone Nigerian-made rice. Titan Rice is available for nationwide distribution. For inquiry, please call 0906 007 9714 or visit our website via www.titanfarms.org. You can also earn a fortune by investing with Titan Farms today and earn great returns on your investment. Incredible, isn't it? What are you waiting for? Visit our office today at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealers Association car lot, Akala Express, off New Garage, Ibadan. Titan Rice, a product of Titan Farms.
Better rice, I take you go buy your own. Titan Rice.
32 FM
94.9.
You're welcome back. We'll take more calls now. 0705 5949, 0809 7949. There's a comment on YouTube. Omotolani Abiola Omobasharun. Honestly, Nigerians are fed up of this constitution amendment, and I don't think anything good can come out of it. Federal government should please do the needful by embracing the idea of a new constitution. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you. Sorry. Once you get through, just make your point. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Sherin from Oyo.
All right.
I want to have some instruction. There is code of conduct for journalists. Is Nigerian Union of Journalists use it together? Their members? When you read the caption of a newspaper, when you read the body, it be a different thing. The caption will look like giving us problems. Journalists themselves must first regulate themselves. I'm against ganging up against the press. But the press, Ratawu and they should sanction their own members because they are causing problems for us in Nigeria. Have a nice time.
Yes, the role of the press cannot be overemphasized. There are challenges set back here and there. However, you can't still take it away that the press has really done a good job as far as nation building is concerned. Some of this insinuation cannot be substantiated. That's just the truth of the matter. We are here this morning. Some of you are at home, so it's very easy to cast aspersion. Yes, on what others do. We have a code of conduct, ethics of the profession. Once in a while, there will always be bad eggs in any profession, including yours profession, including my profession. But we try to improve on a daily basis. But that is not enough grant to want to muzzle the press because the people will feel the pain. That's
good morning.
Jamie, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Austin, I don't know about you, but me, I don't believe Gbajabiamila Miller. I still stand. I question some of the things they say. The media has been very, very effective. They have literally conquered every other part. It's only the media they've not been able to. And what their aim now is to guard the media.
We lost that. Okay, let's see who's on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. It's John Olariwaju.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. I'm Mulu from Outer Layout in Ibadan.
All right.
Yeah, about Nigerian Constitution. You don't need a new one. The existing one that we are having amendment to just delay over because we want to have a new constitution. It will still be a long process because before it will be effective normally. So the one that we're having now, I think the sensible people should come together. Maybe the people we have in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, you should just be amending it.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Alaja Salam from Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Hello?
Please go ahead, Alaji.
Yeah, I think like the last caller, Gbajabiamila cannot be trusted. How many bills are from the presidency that have been turned, request alone that have been turned down? Even if they don't want to turn it down outrightly, they should have asked them what have they done with the previous obtained loans, so that they compare and contrast if what is obtained is commensurate with the amount of money taken, so that another one will be can be approved. But that was not. The issue of all these executive recklessness, are they able to check it from the National Assembly? They cannot stand to look the president in the face. And when you have National Assembly officials, Senate President or House of Reps, that is not ready to look at the president in the face, nothing good will happen in that country. Thank you.
Thank you. We're sorry time is not our friend. That will be the last call for today. Austin?
Yes, the Speaker of the Senate President looking at the President in the face it does not equate good governance. Saraki did that. Where did we get to?
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria. It's just like telling the Speaker of Oyo State House of Assembly to start looking at the governor in the face by turning down some of the executive requests. It can't really work. That's the truth of the matter. That is where we find ourselves. What we are looking at is creating a balance in terms of oversight, checks and balance. If they are able to do that, it may not necessarily be looking somebody in the face or turning down requests.
And just before we go, the Oyo State Incident Manager and Coordinator of the Emergency Operations Center, Olabode Ladipo, has said that there's a report that is misleading that COVID-19 Delta variant has killed 2 people in the state. He said that was not what he meant when he made a statement that some samples were collected and they were collected from some dead people. So it wasn't. They saw 2
Delta
variants.
There.
Yes.
Not as if it was the
from
variant that
killed those people
or something like that. So he had to put it in proper perspective.
All right. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you
to everyone who listened. So all those who called, sent in messages. Thank you very much. My name is GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
Here is the station admired by other radio stations.
Yes, we are.
32 FM 94.9.
You're tuned into 32 FM 94.9. The first station dedicated to bringing you joy, happiness, and laughter.
My time is craving something. I know just what it is. Twisco. That's my favorite drink. It's choco so delicious. Gives me energy. Twisco. That's my favorite drink. Choco Malta milk. They're all in my Twisco.
Introducing new Twisco chocolate drink powder, a